Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me demoing the Natasha Denona mini star palette. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what I have on my face first. I have already prepped my face, so I have my Bare Minerals original foundation on my face in light. That is the the shade that I use. I have applied my Chanel Soleil de Tan Universal Bronzer. This is the original formula. I'm almost done with this. So that's the bronzer I'm using today. I have set my face with my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil in Translucent. And for blush and highlight, I am using my Tarte Bazaar blush palette. And I have Endless on my cheeks and Worthy as my highlight. Almost done with this little palette here, so excited about that. All right, so I'm going to be using my Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm going into this transition shade right here, which is like a brown, light brown shade. It is a creamy matte. And let me go ahead and grab a mirror. I have a mirror right here because my viewfinder is way too small for me to look at. Also, let me zoom you in. All right, so I'm applying that all over the crease. I did go ahead and prime my lids with my Bare Minerals Gen Nude eyeshadow primer in Bright and Flawless. Let me see if my camera is going to focus on that. There we go. So I'm going to go in with Earth on the other eye. And I'm just using this as my transition shade. And I'm going in with a really light hand because Natasha Denona's eyeshadow palettes are very pigmented. So I think that's good. Next, I am going to go in with I really want to put Cosmo all over my lid. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit. I want to put it all over my lid. Should I go crazy and just do it? I think I'm gonna go crazy and just do it. I think it's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm going to use a deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques. This is a very big, large dome looking brush, and I'm gonna go into Cosmo, which is this like shade shifting shade right here, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Actually, not all over the lid. I'm gonna apply it on the outer corner, and we'll start with that. And this is it says it's a K. I don't know what this K. It's like a crystal shade. Don't mind my dog. So I'm just gonna pat that on the outside here of the lid. Now I'm going in little by little because this is a super dark shade and I don't know how this is gonna show up on the lid. So it's actually really nice. Let's go ahead and do the other eye. I think I will be able to use all of these colors on my lid. We'll see. I'm a little bit indecisive this morning. And again, I'm just going in with a really light hand. Like if I were to go in with my finger, this would instantly become a super dark look. So that's nice. I like the effect it's giving me with the brush. Just looking this way, I want to make sure it's even. I can't tell in the viewfinder. All right. Then I am going to go in with, before I go in with that crease brush, let me go ahead and I'm gonna use the same base shadow brush. I have wiped it clean on one of my like makeup erasers here, and I'm gonna go into this gold shade right here, and this shade is called Orion, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm gonna place this on the inner part of my lid. Whoa, that is shiny. And Orion is, let's see, what does it say? It's a dual chrome. So I'm just patting that and sweeping it on the lid to meet up with Cosmo. Again, going in with a super light hand. So, or just having that meet right in the middle. I'm just looking over here in my mirror to make sure it's even. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same dome brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of Cosmo. And I kind of just wanna work on this blending here on the outer corner, and then on this side. Perfect. That's pretty. It's a very fall inspired look. Okay, next I am going to go in with my Rephr 28 brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade this is the lightest sparkly shade, and this is a metallic, and that one is called Bellatrix, and I'm going to apply that right on the center of the lid. I don't know why my camera is having so many issues focusing today, because the lighting is on point. The weather is great. And I'm just putting that in the center of the lid where both colors meet. Ooh, that's nice. Very sparkly. I like it. I like it. By the way, I didn't wet my brush, in case you were wondering. Next, I'm gonna go in with a clean Real Techniques defining crease brush. This is a really thin crease brush and for, you know, more detailed work. And I'm gonna go into this, the deepest matte shade in the palette, which is called Attic. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply that in the socket, just to deepen this outer V here. And I'm doing the same thing to the other side. So in the socket and the outer V. Okay, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with a liner brush, and I'm gonna apply that deep, that same deep brown shade to my lash line. All right, this is gonna get tricky. So when I'm dipping my brush, I'm also patting it on the back of my hand to make sure I eliminate as much fallout as possible. So I am only doing the outer portion of my eye. I'm not dragging that all the way in, and I have to extend my eyelid this way, because otherwise I'm gonna get skipping. It also helps prevent me from having too much fallout on the bottom. Now, I'm not doing a wing line or anything. I'm just putting that color near the lash line. That's pretty. Okay. And then just to merge the brown and that I just laid down on top of Cosmo, I'm gonna go in with the same brush I used for Cosmo, but I'm not gonna pick up any more of that particular shade, and I'm just gonna lightly blend it. On both sides. I really like that. Now let me go in with a clean fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna soften the edges here. And then let me go ahead and apply some mascara and eyebrow gel, and I'll be right back. All right, so I applied some of my Tom Ford fiber brow gel to my eyebrows, and I went in with my Bare Minerals Lash Domination mascara on my top and bottom lashes. And since I recently hauled this new Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes lipstick in Cover Star, I went ahead and I applied it. I thought that this corpsey concealer-like lipstick would look nice with this look, since it's kind of, you know, like, I call this sort of like a daytime smoky. Because I'm not gonna lie, I would wear this look to work. So although it kind of looks like I put some of the brown matte shade on my bottom lashes, I actually didn't. Turns out that when I was using my liner brush during the demo and applying it to my top lashes, some of it got on the outer waterline, and so I just left it because it kind of looks good. I actually like it versus it being bare. And so this is the lipstick I applied, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Cover Star. And this is the final look. Let me get out of the sun's way. And it looks good. I actually was able to use all of the colors in this palette. However, I did notice that while using a brush, and of course it not being wet, I did get kick up from certain shadows here. And so that was from this matte shade and Orion and a little bit of Bellatrix. Cosmo though didn't give me much kick up, and neither did Earth, which is the other creamy matte in the palette. Let's go ahead and start doing some swatches. All right, so I'm going to start off with Cosmo. And look how beautiful that shade is. Cosmo is, it says it's a K. I don't know if it's a crystal shade. I think that's what it stands for. I'm not sure. Correct me in the comments. Next, I'm going to go in with the matte, the creamy matte shade in Earth, but I'm going to blow off the kick up I got from Bellatrix. Now, Earth is the perfect transition shade. It's literally like almost the color of my skin. And then the third shade here is a Bellatrix, and this one is considered a metallic. Look how pretty that is. I am filming in natural light, so these colors are not like, they don't look different in person. What you're seeing on my camera is what you'll get in person. And then the dark brown shade, which is called Attic, is another creamy matte. This is the deepest shade in the palette. I swatched that one with my pinky. It's much thinner than the other swatches. And then the last shade here is called Orion, and this one is a duochrome. Swatching this one with my thumb. And this gives me the most pretty olive gold vibes. Isn't that pretty? I love that. So I know I'm super late to the game with this palette, but I think that it has taken me such a long time to get around to purchasing any kind of Natasha Denona palettes, just because the swatches I see online are so dark. And her swatches, like her pictures of swatches, they're just so dark and high pigmented that I kind of think, when am I ever gonna wear that? Like, I would never be able to wear that to work. And I just, you know, YouTube is not my full-time job, and I have a full-time job, so I don't want to buy something that I'm only gonna be able to wear once or twice, because makeup gets old and then I'm gonna have to throw it away. I mean, and I don't know anybody who would wear this on a daily basis, so it's not until I see other people using the palette and doing their reviews and doing their own swatches on Instagram that I'm able to see, you know, oh, this is not really as dark as she makes it look in her swatches. And they are user friendly, and you can make this work for you and make it daytime or make it nighttime depending on what you're going for. And so that's what happened to me with this palette. I actually saw swatches on Instagram of people swatching this palette, but instead of swatching it with their finger, they were swatching it with a brush, which I use, which is what we use to do our makeup anyways. I rarely use my fingers to do my makeup, and the pigmentation of these eyeshadows is actually much lighter, and they are buildable if you use brushes. So that's why I ended up picking up this palette and the other two, which was Retro and Zendo, the mini version. So you guys will be seeing videos of that coming soon if I don't go into labor. So I'm trying to film as much as possible because I don't know how long I'll be out. But if you see me go MIA, just know that I'm probably in labor. Follow me on Instagram because I will probably be updating you guys a little bit more on there as to my progress in this pregnancy. You guys can know where I am. And if you like this video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe if you choose to. But I just wanted to give you a final look of this palette. And again, I used all the colors. You don't have to use all the colors. You can use one shade, you can use two, you can do whatever you want. But I just kind of wanted to demo it and show you guys that it's really not as dark as it seems. And I would totally wear this during the winter fall season, which is now. I think it's super appropriate for the season. It's that dark, slightly grungy, yet subtle look. And I really am enjoying this matte, what is this? Is this a Matte Revolution? It's a modern matte long-lasting lipstick in Cover Star by Charlotte Tilbury. It's actually very moisturizing. I don't know if you guys can see that on my lips. I mean, it looks matte, but can you tell that it's like a little, it's not as like flat as usual normal mattes? Or is it just me? It feels great on my lips. And I think it goes perfect with this palette. Like, if you guys haven't used your Sephora coupon, I would totally pick both of these things up and you have a complete look. All right, you guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. That completes this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one. Bye.